believe.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and the honors to the apostles and others of great millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I'm Noah Allah from Gemma, Chicago. I'm coming back with you with another lesson. And this is going to be a response video to this individual right here because he's spewing out bullcrap, right? And basically, he's trying to say that. Basically, he's trying to say that everybody can be saved, including the heathen nations. All right, but according to the scriptures, all right, it tells you numerous accounts that the Lord, the Lord is only coming to deliver Israel from their sins. All right, the Lord is only coming to deliver Israel. All right, not all these nations. All right, but nonetheless, I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna bring out some precepts.
That blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Jews of the Bible. Now, not all of them believe this, but this particular sector does, okay? And because they believe that salvation is only for the nation of Israel. So if you're not black, Hispanic, or Native American, you out. There's no salvation for you in their theology.
That's right. If you're not an Israelite, all right, if you're one of these heathen nations like Moab, Esau, Edom, all right, Ishmael, Elam, all these heathen nations that are not of the 12 tribes of Israel, at the end of the day, you're going into captivity, all right? You're going into slavery because the heathen nations, all right, have touched the apple of the Lord's eye. You have basically had Israel under captivity. But now the table is about to turn to the point where, everything is about to be flipped. And the heathen nations are going to slavery, right?
But there's something that they love to bring to the table when you try to include other nations into salvation. And they'll say, look at Revelation chapter 12 that says there are 12 gates, and on those 12 gates are 12 names, and those are the names of all these sons.
And that's right. In Revelations, it does tell you that the 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, are only going to be saved. Oh, look. But yeah, we were going to bring out Revelation 7, and we'll start at I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having a seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." And yeah, those who are going to be delivered, right, out of the time of Jacob's trouble and the thermonuclear destruction of America are the Lord's remnant, all right, which are the elect of Israel, all right. 12,000 from each tribe, the 144,000 in total, in the 1/3 in the numeral multitude, all right, that are going to be delivered. But it says the 144,000, all right. It says, verse 4, "And I heard a number of them which were sealed." All right, they were sealed with the mark of Tawa, means to be exempt from judgment. All right. It says, "And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 all the tribes of the children of Israel." And that's right. 2/3 shall be cut off and die, but 1/3 shall be left therein. Meaning that the only ones that are going to be delivered are the 144,000 and the 1/3, which is a very small number. All right. And these heathen nations, all right, they ain't going to make it. The heathen nations from all these other countries, all right, that might survive throughout. Well, yeah, they'll survive throughout Jacob's trouble, but at the end of the day, all right, they're gonna be put in shackles, man. They're going into captivity. They're going to slavery, all right, because of what they have done to the nation of Israel. It says, and there was sealed 144,000, and all the tribes of the children of Israel, and of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Right, the tribe of Judah, all right, the so-called black man here in America. All right, of the tribe of Reuben, the the Sem, the Seminole Indians. Of the tribe of Gad, the indigenous. All right, sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher, the Colombians, the Venezuelans, man, were sealed 12,000. The tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. The Argentinians, man. The tribe of Manasseh, the Cubans, were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. The Dominican, those Dominicans, man. The tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. The Haitians of the tribe of Issachar, the Mexicans, man, were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulon, the Guatemalans to Panama were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. And the tribe of Joseph, that's going into Ephraim, all right, which are the Puerto Ricans, man. It says were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. The Jamaicans, yeah, the tribe of Benjamin are the Jamaicans. And it says, and after this, behold, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number of all the nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood round about the throne and about the elders and four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces and worshipped Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, saying, amen, blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our power forever and ever. Amen. It says, and one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? It says, verse 14, I said unto him, thou knowest, and he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. And the white is going to purification, right? Purified. All right, the 1/3, the elect are going to be going through trials and tribulations before we get saved, all right? Because we got to be tried as gold is tried in the fire, all right? It says, therefore are they before the throne of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, and serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat, for the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of water, and Yahweh Hashem shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And you clearly see, all right, that the elect and 1/3 of the nation of Israel are only going to be delivered. All right, salvation is only for Israel. All right, and the Lord is going to wipe away all of our tears from our eyes, man. All right, and hey, the only reason why, that the remnant of Israel are going to be delivered is because they are chosen, bro. They're chosen. They have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that is given by Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? We have this word. Right? That's what it means when it goes into shall lead them unto living fountains of water, because this word is basically living waters, man. Scriptures tell you how shall a man cleanse his way by the washing of this word, right? By taking heed unto this word. And who on this earth do you see that is following after the ways of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, according to the scriptures? Right? You will see that it be Israel, or it be the Israelites, the men that you see out there in the highways and byways, prophesying you this word, all right, chanting down this wicked kingdom of Esau, all right. But I'm gonna keep playing the video.
These sons of Israel. And on the 12 steps of the name of 12 apostles that all come from Israel. What gate will your other nations come into? This is,
And he's basically saying, he's going into the straight gate, all right, which he's not using any scriptures at all right, because according to the Bible, all right, let me bring it out real quick. If he not speak according to this word, yeah, Isaiah 8:20 says, to law and testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. All right, and that man is not speaking according to this word. All right, he's just rambling with his mouth. He's just rambling with his mouth and got nothing to prove. All right, but according to the scriptures, all right, salvation is only for the Israelites. All right, and the only ones that are entering in that straight gate, all right, are the Lord's elect. Damn, what the fuck? Straight gate. Yeah, Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So yeah, you have the straight gate, all right, and you have the wide gate. But hey, this straight gate, all right, is only for the elect. All right, the elect are entering at the straight gate. All right, and this straight gate is not for everyone. All right, if all nations can be saved, all right, it'll be easy. But not everybody has his word. Only the remnant of the nation of Israel has his word. All right, in which they're entering in at the straight gate. But it says, for wide is the way, for wide is the gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And all these people, all right, 2/3 of Israel, they're at the wide gate, man. They're going to the way of destruction. All right. And these heathen nations, they have no chance of salvation. They got a shitload of years of captivity that they gotta serve because of what they have done to us. But it says, and many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, there and few there be that find it. And that's right. Only 144,000 are going to be delivered. Only the 144,000 and the 1/3 are going to be delivered, which is a very, very small number. Right? And hey, this word is not for everyone. All right. And salvation is only for Israel. Psalms 130 and 8. It says, I'm going to start at verse 7. Let Israel hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption. And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. You see? There's another one too. Yeah. Isaiah. Yeah, there's numerous scriptures that goes into salvation is only for Israel, right? But hey, salvation is only for the remnant of Israel, right? Because 2/3 of our people got to perish because they're not right. Isaiah 10 and 22. I'm gonna start at verse 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return, and consumption decreed over all. It's like a consumption decreed over shall overflow with righteousness. And it tells you here in the NLT, a remnant will return. Yes, a remnant of Jacob will return to the mighty power. And notice thing it says a remnant of Jacob. It doesn't say these heathen nations. It doesn't say these. It doesn't say Moab. It doesn't say Esau, Edom. It don't say Ishmael or Elam, right? Or these fucking Hamites, right? You know, it specifically is talking about Israel. Jacob is Israel, man. It says, but though the people of Israel are as numerous as the sand of the seashore, only a remnant of them will return, and the Lord has rightly decided to destroy his people. And that's right, you know, only a remnant is going to return, a remnant of the nation of Israel. But the majority of our people of Israel, there are 2/3 that are not going to be saved, they're going to be destroyed. All right. And hey, the Lord don't care about these other nations, man. Psalms 147. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and the commandments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So yeah, you know, the Lord only cares about his own people, right? Which is the nation of Israel. He don't care about these heathen nations, right? Because hey, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments are only given to the nation of Israel. All right. But nonetheless, hope this lesson was edifying. We give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shalom.